So these are 5 Google business profile mistakes that are killing your cleaning business. So why is getting this right so important? So at a very basic level, it is because that is where the majority of clicks go. So if someone types in house cleaning services Omaha, Nebraska, they'll scroll down and then they will generally click one of these 3 companies here. So 50 to 60% of all the clicks on page 1 on Google will go to these positions. But the issue is I find that so many cleaning companies do not have their Google business profiles set up in the right way. It's not optimized correctly. And today, because getting ranked in this map pack is so important, if you are not getting all these things right, you are going to not get any visibility in the maps. You'll get fewer clicks and fewer clients from that. So in today's video, I want to go through 5 very common mistakes I see with cleaning businesses. As I said, if we have a look at the case of house cleaning services in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm looking at the map section down here, and you can see companies here, their names, their reviews, contact details, photos and things like that. So the first mistake that I see people make, and it's an extremely common question that I get asked about, is how do you set up the address in your Google business profile? So I've just brought up the this top company here, the Grace Home Cleaning, and broadly there are 2 ways that you can have your address set up. So first of all, you can have your address set to visible status, so someone can see your address in the profile. Secondly, you can get set up in terms of what would be called a service area business. So you can see this is another one of the companies in Omaha. You can see there is no address visible here, and you can see from the map that there is an outline. So this profile is set up as what is called a service area business. So my recommendation 9 times out of 10 is that you want to have your address visible on your profile. I find from experience that it is far easier to rank companies in that Google map pack if the address is visible versus if you have it set to a service area business where the address isn't visible. So many cleaning companies who get started at the beginning will often use their home address for their profile, and they'll ask the question, none of the cleaning happens at my home, why would I need to have the address visible? So it's a very good and valid question, but even if you are using your home address, I would still say you want to have your address visible. When I had my cleaning company, we had the address visible, but we got very, I would say within 8-9 years, maybe there's a handful of people who came to knock on the door because of asking about applying for jobs and things like that. So having your address visible is really not a big problem, but it will give you a huge benefit in terms of that Google Maps visibility. So when you're setting up your profile, make sure that your business is set to visible status. Today in 2026, if you are getting started, I would generally say try to get a specific commercial address for your business. So don't use a WeWork, a shared office. It's getting harder to verify home addresses actually, and longer term, I would say if you can find a specific commercial property in your area, it could be a small office, it could be a storage unit, you can pick something up like this for $500 a month. The likelihood is that will benefit you in terms of better Google Maps visibility. You'll get more leads, more clients, and it should more than pay for that $500 a month that you're paying for that address. So try to get that visible address set up. Check your profile. If it is set to service area, I would strongly recommend that you swap that out to become a visible address. So the next mistake that I see that is very common is, the primary category. So you can see here when we are looking, at this Grace Home Cleaning, and I pick it because it's the top one. So it makes sense that this company is probably doing a lot of things right because Google has picked it as the top business in Omaha. So down here, you can see here, this is the primary category for this business. And there are various categories that you can select when you are setting up a cleaning business. So broadly, you will be running a house cleaning business or a commercial cleaning business or a mixture of the two. The two categories that you want to be picking, if it's house cleaning is obviously house cleaning service. The commercial side, the category is what is called janitorial service. So you can only select one primary category. You can select multiple secondary categories. So my advice usually is to pick that category where you do the majority of your work or the majority of where you want to focus. So let's say you do house cleaning and janitorial, but actually most of your revenue comes from house cleaning. I would put house cleaning as your primary, janitorial as your secondary. So make sure that you select those two categories correctly. The mistake that I see people make is that if, for example, the focus is on house cleaning, but your primary category is janitorial, or even worse, you select a category that isn't specific for what you do. So this company here, again, just one of the companies I saw when I was looking down the Omaha list, you can see here that their category is set to cleaners. And in actual fact, that is more closely associated with dry cleaning businesses. So this cleaning business here, for example, is a house cleaning business. They should set their category not on cleaners but for house cleaning, because they are likely, Google is likely seeing this as a dry cleaning business rather than a house cleaning business. And again, as I said on that other the first point, this is a service area business. Again, this business, if I was in their shoes, I'd be changing this primary category, and I'd also be changing the address to visible as well. So I run an agency called Project 83. We work with over 50 cleaning companies across the country on this very thing, optimizing their Google business profile, getting ranked in Google Maps, and getting more leads with local SEO. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. So let's jump onto the third mistake that I see. So with your Google, there are lots of different fields that you can fields. You've got all the different services that you offer, and not filling all these fields in properly is a big mistake that I see. Google gives you a certain max character length that you can put for each field, and particularly for that description field, make sure you fill it out as much as possible. There are two things that you need to be focused here on your description field. You need to make sure that the primary services that you offer are included in that description, and the location that you cover is also included here. So you can see this Grace Home Cleaning business. We've got recurring cleaning, we've got deep cleans, we've got the reference to Omaha. So they're doing many of the things right here. You can see here it's slightly out of date because it's talking about 2024. But generally you will see some companies where they've got a few words description in here. Make sure you max it out. All your services, your move out cleans, weekly cleans, post-construction cleans, commercial cleans, office cleans, whatever services that you offer needs to be included in this description field, and then your primary location as well. So Omaha within here, if there's particular neighborhoods or cities or towns within Omaha that you focus on, then you probably want to include that as well. So this description field is really, really important. Make sure you max it out with those keywords that I talked about. And then the next thing to say is that your the businesses should have included. There's a section in the Google Business Profile that talks about services that you provide. So again, this Grace Cleaning business here, you can see deep clean, moving clean, office cleaning, standard cleaning. So many people miss this out. It's not a default field, but the reason why this is so important is that, as you will know, if you're running a house cleaning business, people might often search for keywords or related keywords that don't talk about house cleaning. They might talk about apartment cleaning, or they might talk about move out cleaning or deep cleaning. We know that these are still house cleaning related services, but if you have a service specifically talking that keyword, so apartment cleaning or deep cleaning, you are more likely to get ranked in this Google Maps section here. So many people miss out this service section. You want to make sure that all the key services that you provide are included as services here. The next stage after that is to make sure that you then have individual pages on your website that talk about these specific services. So with this Grace Home Cleaning business, there should be a gracehomecleaning.com/move out cleaning Omaha. Another page should be /deep cleaning Omaha. And the reason why you want to do it in this way is that Google, when they are deciding who they are ranking in this map section, they will look at your services that you provide. So if someone typed in deep cleaning Omaha, they'll see, okay, do they have the services provided here? They will then check the website link that is linked to your Google business profile, and if there is a specific page that talks just about that service, again, Google will be more certain that you provide that service, and you would be a good option for that person who is doing that Google search. So make sure that your services are filled out. Again, with each service type, there's a description field where you can fill out the types of search, a bit more detail about that specific search. So with your move out cleaning, you could talk about any checklists that you follow, any guarantees that you offer, all those types of things. And again, that information should be reflected on individual pages on your website as well. So 5, and last of all, is that Google likes to see engagement on their Google business profile. So it's obviously extremely obvious and important. The reviews, getting that consistency around reviews is important. You want to be adding new photos, be adding at least one photo every week. The other thing to say that many people miss is that you also want to be filling out your your Google business profile posts. So this is, you can see here, this is basically like a post update. You can just write a small snippet. It could be, as you see here, this business is talking about spring bookings being open. You might have a cleaner of the week post. There might be some coupon code. There might be some tips about cleaning ahead of season. There are various things that you need to be doing here, and again, what I would suggest is that you be posting at least weekly for your Google business posts. Same thing with new photos, because Google likes to see activity within your Google business profile. It tells Google that you are active, open for business, because if Google put a Google business profile in front of someone and that person clicked on your website, tried to call you, there was no answer, tried to send you a message, again, no answer, that makes for a bad experience on Google. And Google is all about satisfying the user experience. So they are more likely to put companies where the Google business profile is active. It shows them that they are responsive. If someone gets in touch with them, they will then get back to them. So this will give those people a good experience. So make sure that your Google business posts, you're doing them at least weekly. Make sure you're adding new photos. That engagement, that activity on your Google business profile is another thumbs up to Google, and that will help with your rankings. So those are 5 key mistakes that you want to check in your profile. In this next video, I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process to actually set up your Google business profile from scratch. How do you get yourself set up for success, and how do you then get on the road to getting ranked on those top 3 positions on Google Maps? So I'll see you on the next one.